Explosions, fires, and a shockwave that didn't just hit one country but the entire global oil market. Well, this is the new flashpoint in the Middle East, and it is escalating fast. Ladies and gentlemen, in a dramatic and deeply alarming development, Saudi Arabia has confirmed that multiple strikes hit some of the most critical energy sites, and that too right in the heart of its oil structure. From Riyadh to the eastern province and all the way to strategic port city of Yanbu, the impact was widespread, coordinated, and impossible to ignore. So let's break down what really happened here. According to initial reports, the strikes targeted major refining and processing facilities, including the high-profile Sator refinery and the massive Ras Tanura refinery, that is one of the largest oil processing hubs in the world, by the way. These are not just industrial sites, these are the backbone of Saudi Arabia's energy power. Result: operation halted, fires erupted, and production dropped. Estimates suggest that around 600,000 barrels per day of oil output has been disrupted, roughly 10% of the kingdom's processing capability here. It's not a minor hit, it cannot be. This is a direct blow to the global supply. In fact, casualties have been confirmed. At least one person killed, several others injured, and emergency teams rushing to contain the fire, and that too at multiple locations. Images and local reports describe thick black smoke rising into the sky, flames tearing through processing units, and panic among workers as critical infrastructure came under the attack. Now the bigger question, who is behind this? Well, early signals. They point towards involvement linked to Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, raising serious concern about Iran's role in this escalation, while full confirmation that is still evolving. But the geopolitical message that is already loud, that's already clear. Because this isn't just about Saudi Arabia, right? This is about global energy security. Well, the immediate impact, it was felt within hours. Oil market reacted very sharply. Brent crude prices jumped upwards as traders and governments suddenly faced a new reality. Less supply, more risk, rising uncertainty. When a major producer like Saudi Arabia faces disruption, the ripple effect, they are felt from petrol pumps in India to industries in Europe to markets in the United States. And wait, here's another layer of the danger here. Many of these facilities, they are closely tied to export routes that passes through the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow but very important corridor through which a massive share of world's oil passes every single day. If tensions escalate further, if this corridor, it is threatened, the global supply chain, it could face serious disruption here. What makes this moment even more fragile? It's the timing here. This attack comes when ceasefire efforts in the region, they are already weakening. Diplomatic channels are under strain, trust is low, and military activity is rising, that too on multiple fronts, not just one area. So, which basically means the strike, it could be the tipping point. Because when energy infrastructure becomes a target, well, it is no longer just a regional conflict. It becomes a global crisis. And now the entire world is watching closely. Will there be retaliation? Will tension spiral into wider war? Or can diplomacy still pull things back from the edge? Well, one thing is definitely certain here. When oil stops flowing, the world starts shaking.